Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brian James and this is DB Automotive. So this is day 7 on the Great Southern Traverse. So it's a tour around the South Island in my McGregor, Freudian slip there, and today we've cannonballed it from Dunedin. We're camping on the outskirts of Dunedin through to Invercargill. Now, if you've hit Invercargill, the first place you want to do, basically the first place you come across, is the Bill Richardson Automotive Museum. It's big, it's really big. So I'm going to show you a whole lot of footage. As you can see, I'm walking around, I'm limping, so I've already been doing quite a lot of walking. And yeah, I hope you enjoy what we've got to show. So thanks. Okay guys, so we're at the Bill Richardson Automotive Museum. As you can see, we have lots and lots to have a good look at. And, so we cannonballed it down from Dunedin into Invercargill. Dunedin wasn't very pleasant. The old Indian. And who doesn't love good old-fashioned fuel pump? Now that Texaco truck is absolutely mint. How cool is that? Art Deco truck. Big old Dodge. With the obligatory pumps and oil pumps and everything. The way my gearbox is going, I'm going to need one of those just to follow me around. So we'll try and get what we can, shall we? Model A Ford, Model C Ford. I didn't even know they made a Model F. In fact, to be fair, I didn't know they made a Model C and an A either. I guess it makes sense though. Model N, R, and we've got our Model S to 1907, and then on to the obligatory Model Ts. Everyone knows the Model T Ford.
Welcome to Transport World. We hope you're enjoying the collection. To help us preserve our vehicles, please do not climb over the barriers, touch the displays, or open bonnet or doors. Thank you.
What have we got around here? Oh, looks like we've got a Citroen 2CV. Now, I know a certain person who absolutely loves the D series Citroen, the good old road slater. SM, now I actually don't mind those. Let's go around here. That is in very cool condition. (1928) Ford Cadbury truck. It's a glass and a half. I've got Mini Cooper on the back. Now that is an iconic car, the Mini Cooper. Oh, it seems to be that wherever you look, you're seeing different cars. Wouldn't want to be doing a couple of thousand miles or k's on that. That one looks like it's fresh off the farm. Those are really cool, and we've got so much more to look at. This is quite intriguing. So let's have a look at our noble gas over here. Fordson. Okay, and again, we're talking about a big Dodge, a 1956 Dodge. Yeah. Porter Hire and Eagle Spares trucks. Now, here's a little car that I actually really like. The good old-fashioned Mini Moke. I wouldn't mind one, but, you know, I'm picking that they're not cheap anymore. And we've got a Safari Mini.
Right, me too.
So that is looking awesome. I mean, I know something about being crammed into a little car and going on tour, but that's really cool. It looks like it's been on the East African Safari Rally from 97, 2000, 2001, 2 and 3. So I imagine it's built very strong. Porter Hire and Eagle Spares. The old race trucks. Back when we used to have a series that incorporated running race trucks around circuits. As much as I really like them, I don't particularly like what it did to the circuits. These things, they're big and they're heavy, and they destroyed the circuits. So I'm sure some people will disagree with me. I love the racing, but didn't like the fact that the trucks would hurt the circuits. Okay, let's carry on. Nothing like some big Fords. Oh, got an International as well. Wow. Big Chevy. Yeah, I actually do like the Chevy front end. It goes without saying that I like the Chevs, but right. Cruise on over to some more of the cars. Oop, oop. Now that would be a cool old girl to go cruising in. Actually, all these soft tops would, to be brutally honest. And then you've got a Woody. Yes, I love myself a Woody. Okay, well, let's go have a look at some trucks, shall we? So we've got some more farm machinery, and it's a little bit different, you know. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got looks like a massive log hauler there. Case, Rod Millen and Tony Circum, little Mazda. RX-7. Little short wheelbase. It's a Land's Bulldog model. I can see why it'd be called that. Hey, this one's been retreaded. It's got the good tyres. And of course, you've got the stationary engines in the back, which we will go and have a look at. RX-8. Okay, so shall we? So sorry, we'll just bring you around and we're trying to get it all sorted. we will do. We've got the stationary engines now. As you can see, there's a whole heap of them here. Now this may not be your thing, and I do understand that. But I do love the hit and misses. Doof, 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 chuff, doof, doof, doof. And these kept the farms running in New Zealand for, well, you could almost say a good century or so. Right, Not too long after the war ended, so did the competition between the Holts and the Besseys. On May 1st, 1925, the two companies merged to form the Caterpillar Tractor Company, known today as Chambers. And we've got more hit and miss motors down the back there. Okay, so an Oliver. Well, to be honest, I've never heard of it. Case I've heard of. You know, it's not to say that I know every tractor out there, but we've got some of the big ones here. Like, that is huge, and I can't imagine hand cranking that. Okay, little tug. Let's head out. Just in case the kids need a tractor, we've got a McCormick Deering. Go from big to small. That's cool. 1998 ERF. I remember these things on the road. In fact, depending on where you go, you can still see them on the road. Okay, let's head over to here. Now, that's not a small Mac right there. Okay, let's head into the... If we didn't went in the truck area before, we certainly will be in a minute. Racing Ray Williams Land Speed Porsche. And it would seem like everyone's given up some trucks to be in here, you know, so that's really cool. Nissan. What's that? A 1967 Nissan. That is, wow. You'd almost mistake it for a Mercedes, to be brutally honest. Some people... Actually, let's take a good look at this. So, some of you may have heard of John Britton. Well, of course you have. Now, before he was inventing world-beating motorcycles, one of his first things he did, and I believe as a child, was this caravan. Let's see if we can get you in there. International Caravan. John Britton's first foray into messing around with cars and bikes and things. So let's carry on with the trucks. I apologise, so I'm not getting very good footage here, but I'm very sore. And it's hard because you've got to go right up close to these trucks to squeeze past them, and the camera's so you can see like that Mac is huge compared to the comma. And a Bedford. That rain sounds like our car's getting rained on. Massive Ford. And we got into the little trucks, your Austins and so forth. Morris. Now I absolutely love these Morrises. Like you've got that little window down there so you can see the road busy coming through. '63. Chevy. Now it was quite common in New Zealand after the war because vehicles were hard to come by. A lot of people brought up ex-army surplus, and a lot of that was American stuff like this GMC. Put it to work and keep New Zealand running. Now that Albion, they're just cool. Come on, who doesn't love a decent old truck? Okay, Fargo's. Like I say, look, that's your point. You've got to crawl down, and you just can't get decent footage. The idea would be to come to the museum. Oh, so good old 46 Bedford. It hadn't been turned into a house bus yet. Now we've got a Thornycroft. I honestly think that what they've done is scooped up all the old trucks in New Zealand. So amongst all the old trucks, we've got V-spec Nissan GDRs. Old Skylines. Now that certainly would be a comfortable way to tour New Zealand. R32 Skyline. So we're now into another section. But honestly, it just keeps on going and going and going. I can see why people come. Oh, a 1918 Mac. That must be a very early one. Rio's. Brockway. Never heard of that one. But we all know Macs. Nice Ford. Chevy. Enter. Okay, I really do like the flat cab. GMC. Again, that must be quite an early GMC. That cab looks all right, actually. It's at 23. Okay. Williams Brothers Middlemarch. Again, so this is all the non-restored stuff, so we can just have a quick look. Rio Speedwagon. Rio Speedwagon.